Testing. All right, let's get a refill. Then we'll get started. Okay, I think we're functioning. I'm gonna take a bite. It's better than eating a box of fried pies. Ew. What are we doing? Trying to accomplish things. Brianna, hi. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Cheers and welcome. Is there more than one Gypsy Highway? Because, like, so I did the comedy show last night, right? And I was all like vamped up and I'm energetic and I'm all show time, yeah, that kind of stuff. Um, quite quite latte tonight. Yes, I am very coffeetic. It's the coffee. It's like I was talking about the show last night. I was all energetic and ready to go and like metabolism. The show went great. I mean, I was so excited and it went great. Like there was a bunch of chairs and tables in there and I moved them all closer to the stage and then I moved them all closer again. And all of those were taken. They were full. And then there was like bench seats along the back wall and they were all like full and people kept walking in and looking to see if there was a place to sit. They'd stand there for a little while. People were sitting at the bar and stuff like that. So it was a good show. And then after the show, I picked up and everything, and like Chris left early, and Carson he had to go. Zach left, and then and Heath and Matt they had to get back to wherever they're from, and it's just me by myself, full energy, dressed. Yeah, I had slacks like black pants, nice new black belt with a gold buckle, shirt, and a sparkly jacket, and I'm like, I actually look not terrible. So I want to go out and have fun, and celebrate. So it's just me. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drive over to Gypsy Highway. I'm going to see if Bree's working. And I did, and I didn't see you there. So I probably should have asked. But um, I've never been there. And then, what did I do after that? I don't know. It's just very anticlimactic. But the show was very climactic. That was the whole thing. It was great. Kind of like the gems I got. I didn't have enough time to do a gem this week, so I don't have anything ready. The only thing close to being ready is Too Close to a Stone I did a couple weeks ago in color. So I want to do an orange stone. I started getting some orange stuff out, and then I was like, well, I at least want to do some show. Like I'm gonna work on this thing, but it's got too many problems. It's got like this big veiny line in it here, and so I'm kind of worried about that. And then a couple of cracks that are in it, like you kind of see the color difference between this and that on the vein line thing there. The other side, but it's a neat shape. I think it'll be a pretty cool carnelian. I had one kind of like this, and it turned into this like orange bean shape. Hey Gromies, how's it going, buddy? I love warm colors. Yeah, me too. This is one of my favorite gems, and it's a carnelian, you know, to get an even color like that. So what's up, Grummies? What you been up to? I got some jokes for you, man. I haven't talked to you in forever. I've gone live on the YouTube Administrator channel in a bajillion years. Except I tried to the other day for showing these stones, and I wound up just going live on this one. Yellow is your favorite color? You mean like this kind of yellow? That's not the yellowiest yellow, but it is yellow like that. So once I shape it, it'll be more like this color yellow right here. It's gorgeous. Not much. Long time no see. Hey Bree, you prefer Bree or Brianna? Brianna, Sagromies lives out in California, and the plan is to go out there and visit him and go do some open mics. Anything from sunshine to mustard. This is more of a golden orange, but it's a piece of citrine. I don't. Oh, oh, I do have an orange stone that came in the mail. I have this piece of orange selenite, which I am just like enjoying this. I got this because I want to get more of it while it's available, you know, just because it turned out so well. And this particular piece, I think I'm going to cut a couple of slices and keep that line in it because it kind of looks like a creamsicle. It's just delicious looking, you know? Craft Grow, sup, bro? It's happening, man. Got a little bit of orange gypsum here. It's got a little bit of a like a cutout, kind of a zone in there, but look at the orange differences. I mean, that is very orange. I like this stuff. It's nice. Brianna. Oh, Brianna. Okay, gotcha. Because I want to get it right. Okay, Brianna. I like it. Okay, so there's that one. This one's a piece of tourmaline. And I don't know. I just traveled to Mendocino, Northern California. It was beautiful, and there were lots of redwoods. Redwood cigarettes. Redwood trees. Man, that's awesome. I've always wanted to see those because, I mean, you can look at pictures, but you just, size really doesn't come through on a picture. Said the girl who got a dick pic. There's, I mean, there's a better way to go about that joke, but, you know, man, I'm so glad the show went well last night. Packed house. Packed house. Standing room only. I just got to put on another one now. Because it's like, what do I do? You know? And then, that's a piece of pink tourmaline. We got some emerald. So I got 3 chunks of emerald in this lot. And this piece has some really nice emerald green to it. So hopefully I can get like this black part here. Hopefully that's not very deep and I can grind it and it'll be a big nice green area, you know? Because like these have a lot of the shale in it. And the oil shale chips out real easy too. It doesn't polish very well. Try and cut that off of there. But I'm trying to get it to be something kind of like this. It's a nice, clean, green piece. Emerald. So that's the emerald. This is a piece of Amazonite. came in the mail. I'm not real lively about this one because the color's kind of dull. Amazonite's nice when it's really vibrant. Uh, you know, it's a nice piece. We'll work with it. We'll do something with it. I tried to break it. See how it has that crack up the middle? I tried to break it, but no. It's like that little bit that it's connected is strong enough that my weak human frailness, I could break it. I could. I just didn't want to. That's all. I didn't want to. You're going to be busy. Let's see, going to be busy. Yes, with the gemstones. Slow today. That's what I was talking about. Is last night I was all like hyped up and fired up, and now I'm like slowed down. Let's see. We'll do the malachite next. Got a piece of malachite. This one, it's apparently a sawn slab. So they sawed the malachite off. And it's kind of neat in that sense, but I want to actually got it for almost nothing. Most malachite sells for like $10 or $20, and this was a $2 piece. But there's no real vibrant green in it. It's mostly dark. It's hard though, so I'll give it that. But still, I'm like, I don't know. And then you can see it's leftovers. A lot of the pieces I get are leftovers. But, you can still make something beautiful out of them, right? Okay, a couple more stones. What was in here? Not sure what was in here. Maybe some of the other topaz? Oh, piece of apatite? Yeah. A chunk of blue apatite, and it's right on the edge, too. I mean, sometimes you get stuff that's a slab because it was cut off. And when you get the slab and it's right on the edge, that's kind of neat because you can really see what the stone looked like, as it was dug out of the ground. And to be honest, apatite's one of my favorite colors of blue. And then two more. We got Winch topaz. Love some topaz. Some topaz. This one's got some clean areas. And this guy's got some big pits. I mean, it's got some hard zones, but there's also a lot of uneven zones. There's not much there either. And then this guy has a lot of inclusions. A lot of that's like rust. There's cracks. It'll be a neat piece, but I don't know, it's gonna be hard to decide on what to do with it. Whereas like this piece, it's got some fairly clean material in there, and it'll just kind of come together. So that one will be a nice one. This one I'm not sure about. It's because it's got a natural face here, but it's got a lot of like stuff inside of it. I think that'll be cool. But then this one, it's so small, but most of it is clean. Inside, it's a point. So I think this one is going to make a really nice topaz gemstone. And lastly, I have some blue opals. These things are neat. This is another example of buying stuff while it's available. Because like the Praenite, I got all that Praenite, and it's gorgeous Praenite, and I haven't seen that available for 2 years. So I'm glad I got what I did when I did. There's not much there, but it's a piece of it. It counts. I like this guy. That's got some clarity in it and some depth. And it's got a nice color to it. It's a heat-treated blue opal. Not a lot of opalescence to it. The glassiness is there. Mostly I got it because I like blue and it's natural gem. Opal's popular, but it's about the blue. I like blue gems. This thing's cool. It's got some rough spots, but it's pretty much already there. I'm not gonna have to make any real big decisions on it. And of course this one. It's kind of thin, wafery. We'll probably be cutting most of this thin zone off. The rest of it, make a nice, clean, cool looking gem. I'm gonna be excited to feature some of that blue opal. Kind of like how I'm excited you came by the show today. Not really much of a show, but I figured I'd at least do something. I thought that, I was like, call it. It's always encouraging me. I gotta make her proud and at least do something. And I always feel better after I do the show. I always feel better when I get to chat with somebody. So, I mean, really, you being here is doing something for me. So I hope I can do something for you. When I tell you the jokes I got this week, right? I got a couple, sort of. Actually, I did. I had a joke that hit because I was doing the comedy showcase, right? And I'm showcasing all these great comedians. And in between, at the beginning of the show, I told the people, uh, I said something like, "Welcome and thank you for coming to Ollie's Live Comedy Showcase. I'm Jacob Lee Downey. I'll be your host for the evening. And momentarily, I'll be bringing up your first comic. But before I do that, I'd like to create a connection between you and I, sort of a bond between us. And not the type of a bond where you have to call human resources, but the type of a bond that you can tell your priest about without having to go inside the embarrassment closet." In order to do that, I'm going to drop clues about myself in between each comedian throughout the night. And I like to start by, and then I talk about jokes, but, throughout the night I could go in and I could tell some jokes. And so I actually told a new one, and it did hit. And I was talking earlier to Gene Kim and Alan Enlow on Gene Kim's open mic. And we were talking about building out this line. I was saying that I like sexy dessert. I was thinking, since I like dessert, and since I'm single, I like it when my dessert is sexy. I think I should say I like dessert, and since I'm single, I like it when I have a sexy dessert. Like when it has saucy chocolate, heavily disciplined cream. I could say like if I get 2 mounds of ice cream, like instead of 2 scoops, I say I have 2 mounds of ice cream covered in saucy chocolate and heavily disciplined cream. I think it comes through. I mean, it did work. Okay, so what else do we have? Next week's show, I'm going to say that we have entertainment that's nuttier than a pair of squirtle cheeks. Peanut walnuts. They're putting walnuts in their face cheeks, okay? It's not like they're storing nuts in their butt cheeks. I don't want, okay, so politically I'm down the middle. I bought a Prius, but I bought it so that I don't have to recycle. Speaking of buying a Prius, I don't want my mechanic to overcharge me, so I make sure to leave plenty of bank statements in the front seat. What else do we get from the notes? I found an old Confederate newspaper from just after the Civil War. It said that the performance at the Ford's Theater was mind-blowing. That's a pretty dumb joke. Oh, this one, I didn't write it down, and I need to, because I thought it was funny. Okay. writing down a note for a joke in real time. I was like, jazzercise, jawzercise, jawzercise, jazz band, jazzercise, jawzercise, jawzercise. So, uh, let's see. Let's try this. We're just gonna start with something, and we'll change it. I need to lose weight. So I asked a personal trainer how I should start. They said maybe try jazzercise. I said, well, I'm really good at going to the buffet and practicing jazzercise. That's a rough one, but we'll run shit down later on. Speaking of jazzercising, I ate a whole bunch of donuts. And like I ate a fritter, ate a Bismarck. I ate a Persian donut with frosting and nuts on top. And now my tummy's upset. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe the Persian donut started a political uprising in my stomach. Yeah? And Kiwi Claw helped me write that one earlier. I've always been a child at heart. Even when I was an adult, even as an adult, I'm still telling myself if I had superpowers, she would want to go out with me. Yeah. And my sex novel will be titled 50 Flags of Red. No, not a lot there. Not a lot there. But it's a start. Nuttier than Squirrel Cheese. I thought you'd like that. Alright, you guys are fantastic. Putting up with what um, sad excuse for a show I have for you tonight. But that's because sometimes I need to take it a little slow so that I can come back strong. That's right. Hitting the support, skyrocket through the resistance. Shout out to stock traders. Alright, and shout out to all of you for being fantastic. I gotta get started on the week. I gotta thank everybody for the show, the casino, the radio, the performers, the audience, you, all of you. Not talking about just, talking about you. You're amazing. Thank you for coming by. And you're gonna have a great week. You got the power to do it. I believe in you. And that's why I hope to see you again next week and every week when I fucking actually do the show. Sorry, no swearing.